Right. This is a video I wanted to do towards the end of 2023. And as we embark on 2024, I want to share my experiences of 2023 and the past years, generally, what I can share with other people. Generally, I'm just journaling my experiences in life. So if this is not the kind of video for you, you are at liberty to jump around, or you can watch another video in this channel. So basically, it's a life update, and I want to make it short, but sometimes you'd find that live update videos are not one of those jam-packed high energy videos where we talk about different things. But basically, I'd want to package a lot of information, experiences, which I can share to most young people. Less privacy in this video, because I know most people do not like sharing a lot of information about themselves on social media. But basically, because once you get 100,000 followers, 100,000 subscribers to your channel, you are less your privacy is not is somehow compromised, so to speak. So I started a YouTube channel sometimes in 2021, 2022, so thereabouts. And the growth has been a little bit slow, and I'm still pushing this channel to get more subscribers. So if you are new to this channel, make sure that you subscribe so that we get the numbers we need, so that we share this information the same way we've been sharing in other platforms, including TikTok and Instagram. So I also started a TikTok channel, which is by the same name, Jackson Muindi, and it has grown through leaps and bounds. Right now, we are heading to 200,000 followers in this channel. So the lessons I've learned in this journey of creating content, at least for TikTok, where I went to around 100,000 followers in a very short period of time. That should have been around 6 months since I started around the year 2022. Uh, 2022 April 2022, and within 1 year we had already crossed the 100,000 followers mark, and we are still growing. The journey has not been easy, and there are different lessons I've learned about content creation. And generally, because I know most there are people who watch these videos and they want to get into content creation and they don't know where to start. uh, for content creators in Africa, it is not easy getting into this space, because there are so many people in Africa who have not who do not have the equipment and at least computers and smartphones to watch these videos. So you find that the followers you might have might be challenging, because not very many people have smartphones. There's a very big population of people who do not have smartphones and computers, and generally the internet or the infrastructure to be able to access these videos. So we are still hoping for the best, so that our people become more techno savvy, so that they get into YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and all these platforms. Uh, I wanted to twist this business of this content creation into a business. And I know there are so many people in Africa who have already gotten into this idea of converting content creation into a business, so to speak. So you can get into business from a content creation perspective in different ways. For example, you can write a book, you can start a podcast whereby you market different people's products. You can also become a brand ambassador for different companies. And I've dangled in different areas. I've gotten into a brand ambassador kind of stuff. I've provided services through these platforms, whereby we usually help people to apply for different opportunities abroad. Maybe if someone wants to get to a school, or someone wants to get a student loan to the US, the UK, Canada. Someone wants There are different things we do. Someone wants a job, we do the application for them. Someone wants a CV, we do the application for them. I've generally tried to convert this content creation into a business, and there are obviously challenges, and mostly challenges with the ones we get is uh, most people do not trust getting services from strangers, because of bad or poor experiences through content engaging people online in terms of transactions. So there are also obviously challenges. Sometimes we get challenges related to equipment, because you realize that, for example, getting a camera from the US or from the UK or from the Canada, the taxation is quite high for you to get that camera. For example, if you order a camera from Amazon, a camera of 700 US dollars, you'll pay almost the same amount of money in form of taxes, and it's not an easy thing for content creators. So I usually advise someone use what we call consolidators. There are very many companies which do consolidations of goods, whereby they consolidate goods from different people who are importing from maybe the US, the UK, China, and they bring them and they ship, and they are taxed as a bulk item in terms of cubic meters. I'm not so sure about the taxation regime for that, but I know there are consolidators like, I can give you an example of Savostore. There's a Quantuo, and there are different there are different companies which do consolidation of items from different countries, and you can Google those ones I've just told you. So those are the lessons I've learned in creating content. There are challenges, many challenges. There's also an aspect of there's also the issue of comments from different people, whereby some people might leave you disheartening comments, so to speak. Someone might just come and say, Jackson, you look older. Now you look older. You are an old person right now. Or you are an old person with ideas of a young person. So, and there are other even worse comments you find in social media. But you need to, at some point, you usually get that you develop that thick skin, so that once you see such comments, you can either delete them, you can block the person. There are different ways you can, instead of engaging in abusing each other in social media, or using bad words, you can just ignore them or delete that kind of comment. But I usually say there are people who can come with what we call positive kind of talk or criticism, whereby someone might tell you, Jackson, you need to improve on your audio, because maybe your audio was not poor. Especially at the start of my content creation journey, I used to have a very poor uh, microphone, so you find that my audio is not one of the best. Maybe the camera, maybe sometimes you get the lighting is not proper, but you go developing, you go advancing pole until you get the best equipment, and you also learn how to speak to the camera. Is something you learn with time, because content creation is speaking. You're not speaking to someone per se, but then again, you need to develop this skill of learning how to speak directly to facing the lens. You might find some people, you are tempted to look at if you are using a phone, you are looking at the screen as opposed to looking directly to the lens, so that you create that high contact with the person who will be watching the video later on in time. So those are different things you need to learn as you juggle this journey of content creation, because I know many people want to get into content creation and they don't know where to start. So about gear, about equipment, uh, you can start from anywhere. And I usually say, with a smartphone and some good lighting, maybe you're using sunlight, you can use a window, for example, and you create content by just having your smartphone and a tripod. And if you do not have money to buy a tripod, sorry, you can look for books, you place them somewhere, and you place your phone and you start content creation. So basically, there are different ways. It's the bar to entry for content creation is not so high. It's just that people fear. There's that fear of speaking to the camera, and what will your friends say? And everybody gets that feeling whereby you feel that your friends will see your video and start laughing at you. But basically, I usually say everybody is preoccupied with their own things, and you might think that your friends are listening, or they'll be watching your videos, and to your surprise, none of them will watch your video. And even if they watch your video, everybody is preoccupied with their own stuff. They'll just watch your video, and in the next like 5 or 10 minutes, they've already forgotten about the video you created. So if you're a person who wants to get into content creation, so your smartphone is enough, and just go to a window, and there are different, let me say this, there are different kinds of content you can create for social, for YouTube or social media. And let me give you a case in point. There are many things happening in the rural areas which have never been documented, and you can go and document all those things with your smartphone, and you post them to your YouTube channel, and you might get some traction. People from other countries wanting to see what happens in Kenya. If you're a person who travels from maybe you're a frequent traveler from one town to another or one country to another, you can document that kind of travel or content for people to see. And let me assure you, YouTube is an avenue whereby you can earn a living. I know it's not easy. It takes some time so that people do not confuse this as a get rich kind of get rich quick kind of a scheme. So content creation is a long journey. You need at least like 2 years to be able to earn substantial amount of money using social media or YouTube. YouTube is one of the best platforms for content creators because its revenue scheme is the best. For TikTok, at least, there is no real monetization of videos, but I usually say, having been given a platform and it's for free, and you get like 1,000 people viewing your video, those people who watch that video are potential buyers to anything you are selling. So let's say, for example, you are selling this light. You can sell that light to the 1,000 people who pass by and watch your video. So you need to create systems of how you can sell goods or services through TikTok for you to be able to monetize. What do we call it? Instagram. I've not delved so much into Instagram, but soon, as very soon, I'll be posting videos there and to see how it will grow. I didn't want to divide my attention because people of my age, we are not tech savvy. We are novices when it comes to tech stuff. So I usually need some help from other people to be able to know how to post and to edit these videos. So let me talk about my editing. Because I usually shoot my videos using my smartphone, I also edit the same video using my smartphone. I usually find it hard editing these videos using the top-notch, so to speak, softwares for editing like Premiere Pro and DaVinci. I usually use CapCut. CapCut is owned by the company which owns TikTok, I think so, and it is an easy uh, software or application which you can install into your phone, and you can use it to edit your videos and post them directly to socials, to different social media platforms, be it TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, and there are different platforms which we've not explored, which we need also to explore. Also, go and check what you call Facebook. Facebook is another platform whereby most people need to be posting videos because they also have their own revenue scheme whereby they pay creators some money. And I usually say there is a content creator called Nas Daily. Nas Daily is the one who used to make those 1 minute videos about different things in the world, and he said he used to make one video each day for 1,000 days. So those are 1,000 videos, and I usually say, if you want to be successful in something, you need to do that thing repeatedly for long. And Nas Daily did those videos for at least 1,000 days. And today, everybody knows about Nas Daily, and he's making videos, and he's converted this content creation into a business whereby he has a business offering different services to different people. So let me say, for those people who do not know, I joined nursing school at some point in time, and I'm still in that journey. So I'll share that journey with people with time. So be here. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Make sure that you follow me in the socials, because these are journeys we need to share with people, whether who are behind us, people we are walking the journey together, and also people who are ahead of us, because Everybody is at a different level. Is at their own level in this journey called life. So I joined nursing school. It's not easy, but it's doable. So for those people who are aspiring to change their career, you can change your career at any point in time. And I usually say nursing is a calling. So this is not something which you need to come from the heart. And let me give you a quick story. Uh, when I was a young man, when I was around 16, 17 years, thereabouts, I used to think about how I'll get into medical school. And during our time, it was not easy getting admitted in these colleges which train nursing, and the universities were very expensive. So I tried applying for nursing school, but I was not lucky. So for those people who have gotten the experience of applying for nursing school, they can tell you in the comment section that it's not an easy journey. It's not easy getting the admission letter to get into nursing school. So content creation, basically, I know the video is quite long, but and it's rambling. But if you're getting value, you can smash the like, and you can write your comment section in the comment section. Anything you want to ask us, anything you can just you can also even tell us, Jackson. Thank you very much for creating this kind of content. I wanted to also talk about the importance of creating content. Uh, Content creation is the new business model for young people, because the other eras, the other periods of time have already passed, and we started with the agrarian period. That is the Mesopotamia. That is the agrarian period, and then we came into the era of uh, the industrial era. The industrial era, so to speak, is when there are companies like Land Rover, Range Rover, John Deere, and different companies were the talk of the world, even Coca-Cola. Those are the times those companies were started. And that was the second period in time in terms of a progression from one period to another economically, so to speak. Uh, and during the year 2000s or thereabout, 2000 thereabout, we got into what we call the digital era. The digital era is whereby everybody is sharing information on the internet. We can also call it the information age, whereby the person who has the information, the person who has the knowledge, is the one who has the business. So that era is still very early. We are still very early in that period. So that is why we find people like John Kiyosaki, people like Valuetainment, that is John Patrick Bett. They are rich people by virtue of them being the ones with the information, and they share the information on the internet. And people like Mark Zuckerberg is the new billionaires of the world, because these are the people who are sharing, the people who are owning the information. They are owning at least the platforms which have the information. So you can create content. You can, and there are different ways of creating content, by way of creating videos, writing on the internet, writing your own blog, your own website, having a podcast whereby you can do a video podcast or audio podcast. There are different ways, and I usually encourage young people uh, get into content creation, because as I've told you, it's very early in the game, and you can monetize your content creation easily, and the bar to entry is low. And when the bar to entry is low, many people tend to get in. So get into this content creation early, before everybody gets into it. And you just need to provide information, and you don't need to be a professional in what you're talking about. You can even talk to people you are working in that journey of learning together, and other people who are behind you want to learn the steps you have taken in that journey. So you don't need to be a professional. You don't need to be a doctor to talk about medicine. You don't need you just need to share what you know, and people who find value in this information will definitely follow you. I also say you can do content creation as a way of of journaling. And this video, Jackson, I'm making, I'll be able to watch these videos in 20 or 30 years' time, whereby I'll see my thoughts when I was at least 30 years, my thoughts when I was that 5 years, my thoughts when I was 40 years. And this brings me to this idea of the tombstone analogy. The tombstone analogy is something I usually think about what will be written on your gravestone. That stone which is written on the grave, on top of grave, and I know most people who have visited graves, they have already seen this tombstone. Will it be written you are a teacher? Will it be written you are a content creator? Or are you an author? And it is you to curate that kind of the literature which will be written in the tombstone. So if you're not doing anything with your life, just know that your tombstone will not have anything to be written, and the wealth is not written on the gravestone. You need something. You need a title which can be written on your tombstone, so to speak. Sorry, I think I'm drying up. So try and get into content creation. Try to do something with your life. Change your career if you can. If you find that you're not comfortable with the career, with what you're doing, you can change into something else which you have passion for. I know most people, there are so many people who are doing things which they did not study in school, and it's quite okay for you to do something which is totally different from what you study in school. Basically, the reason for going to school is for you to get the exposure, to get the experience, so that you can navigate the world efficiently, so to speak. Let me talk about my future aspirations. Obviously, I'd want to grow this channel to a bigger subscriber base. At the time of recording this video, we are at 8,000. I'd want and I'd wish to grow this video to a bigger number of subscribers, so that we share all this information in an easy way. I also want to create to add more followers to my TikTok, so that we get to at least 500,000 followers and above. I know there's vanity in the numbers. There is all vanity. There is no. It's an indefinite journey whereby you are looking for more subscribers, and once you get into that kind of a flywheel, you'll never take yourself out of it. You need to be contented by the number of people you get, but we are human. We always need more and more, and there's nothing wrong with that. The other thing, in terms of my future aspirations, is that I'd want, once we get into 2024, I want to travel more. At least I want to travel to other countries, other towns, whereby I can see different things which happen in the world. At least I want to visit Rwanda and South Africa in the year 2024. I know there are so many people who have there are so many people who have done travel videos, like Victor Matara. I was watching. Let me take some water. I know I was watching a video whereby he was talking about him visiting South Africa from Kenya, and that is a journey of a lifetime which you can do as a young person. So those are my aspiration. I hope that we'll be sharing more information in this channel, whereby we always endeavor to share opportunities, life experiences, and basically anything which we see which can benefit our people, so that we travel together in this journey. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give me the like, so that we grow this channel further and further. Thank you.